Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today I go with Ego, and we have a problem here with my Ego tractor, the T6 I've been featuring. Now I haven't done a video on this tractor in a very long time because I wasn't having any issues with it. It was working perfect. You know, knock on wood, no complaints. It was cutting my grass. I figured I'd do an end of the year video on it. I was going to do that in about a month. But here we are with a dead tractor. When I came out today, I noticed all the batteries were dead. None of these batteries have any juice in them, nothing. And I noticed that the charger wasn't making its fan sound. The charger's plugged in and the charger is plugged in here. My thoughts is the charger has failed in some way. And then what happened is whatever the batteries did, they depleted themselves in the process. I did have the key out of it. See, the key is right here. When I put the key into the tractor where it's supposed to be, normally you'd get something here on the screen, some lights or something. But what happened here is these batteries are completely drained in some way. I don't know how they got drained because again, the key was out of it. It was in the park position. So I wouldn't assume it would drain anything. I did have it plugged in. I had it plugged into the side. You can see right there, it's nighttime right now, so I'm sorry that it's a little dark. So it's plugged into this, and that is plugged into this outlet here. Now, when I unplug the unit, it's completely unplugged right now. When I plug it back in, bear with me here while I plug it back in. When I plug it back in, oh, it's not even doing it now. When I was plugging it back in before, the fan would come on for like a second. This would blink one green, and then it would do nothing. Now, when I unplug, or I actually take the sleeve out of it, and I stick an independent battery in this, it does nothing. And then when I hold the cog wheel button down here, this is on the side, when I hold that down for 5 seconds, it just blinks like that. And I think that blinking corresponds to this being defective battery or defective charger is what that says. So I think I've got a defective charger here. I mean, it's been protected. There's no water on it. It's under this enclosed thing. I don't know what happened to it. It's been treated well. It's got no grime or gook on it. It's like the day it was bought, which was what, 4 or 5 months ago? And for some reason, it has failed. And that failure caused all my batteries to drain. So if I couldn't even mow my lawn right now if I wanted to. And then if I pop them out, normally when you pop them back in, they would all go green and tell you which state they're in. But nothing. I'm getting absolutely nothing. Every single battery is drained. The tractor is plugged in. See, like if I unplug the tractor, see if that's grounding it or something. They're doing nothing. It's as though the tractor itself was drained by the failure of that box. And you can see it's still blinking. So I'm going to have to reach out to Ego and find out what's going on here. They might tell me it's on me to replace the charging base, because that's the only thing I can think of it being the problem, is the actual base itself has failed, because it won't charge with the connector, the tractor connector, and it won't charge if I individually pull this battery out, right? Pull this off the sleeve. Put this battery on here. Nothing. Now, for me to get this blinking to go away, I either have to wait it out or I have to unplug. We'll just unplug it. Now, I got to unplug it. I've got to pull the battery out. So see how it stays on even being unplugged and with the battery out? And I think that's what drained it. I think what it is, there's something in this base that requires energy to function. And if it's not getting the energy the correct way, it flows it back from the tractor to the base. And I think that's why all my tractor batteries are dead. Okay, there we go. So it's off. The blinking is off. Let me plug this back in here. Bear with me while I got the camera. Oh, there we go. See how it turned on the fan for just a second? And then the green light went on and then it went out? That's what it's doing. And then if I put this on there, no joy. Nothing's going on. All right, just wanted to give you an update of what's going on. And thank you for joining me. And this has been the Tarkus Zone.